Okay, today we are doing an unboxing of a plant that I ordered from North Shore Tropicals. This was a bit of an impulse purchase. This plant has not been actively on my wish list. I have not been seeking one out, but I was looking on North Shore Tropicals and I came across this one and it just really stood out to me. This is a plant that has definitely caught my attention in the past. I remember really loving them in around like 2020, but they were just so expensive. So when I saw this one that looked like a really good specimen and it was for a pretty good price, I was like, okay, maybe I should just get it and see how it goes. And when North Shore Tropicals posted it on their Instagram story, they even said like this plant has such good genetics, and I was like, okay, I'm sold. Because if I'm gonna get this plant, I want it to be a really nice one. So here we are today opening my Planty impulse purchase. There's only one plant in here and I'm gonna open it up, and then I think I'm also gonna repot it later in this video. So we're just gonna do the unboxing portion right now. I honestly don't even know too much about this plant. I don't see them around very often. Like I said, they used to be really expensive, like thousands of dollars, and now they're much more affordable, thankfully. What? I was... That is so nice. I was not expecting an extra. It says fern. Here's another begonia for your collection. Enjoy, Lauren. That's so nice. Okay, so let's open the little surprise begonia first. Oh my goodness. Wow. I have never seen this before, and I definitely don't have it. This is Begonia Irene Nuss. It looks like a really pretty dark leafed begonia. Oh my goodness, my begonia collection is getting crazy, you guys. I think I need to make a whole updated video. Like, actually, I don't think I've ever even done a begonia collection before because I've never had so many, but now I do, so I feel like I need to do that video. Anyways, that is just so nice. Oh my goodness. Really thoughtful. I can't wait to grow this. I especially love like dark foliage begonia. Has really pretty like burgundy backs as well. That's so nice. And then the plant that I ordered. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, so there is some browning on the leaves, but I saw that in the photos before I purchased, so I'm not like surprised by it. Anyways, this is the plant. This is philodendron Red Anderson. And yeah, it's just a really pretty variegated philodendron. It has different shades of green, white, and pink, kind of similar to a pink princess. I thought I would grab this because I don't really have a lot of variegated philodendron in my collection, and this one just, I don't know, it just piques my interest more than trying another pink princess. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. This leaf is just so pretty. I love the variegation. This looks like the newest leaf right here. It's still hardening off. I'll have to see if the browning is something that's going to be a continuous problem with this plant. Hopefully I'll be able to grow it in a way where the white parts do not brown, but sometimes that's just how it goes with variegated plants. Like I said, I don't know a ton about this plant. I don't know if that is a problem that is just known with this plant, like it kind of is with the Monstera aurea. which mine is like sadly browning to a crisp currently behind me. I'm very curious to grow it and see how it goes. And like I said, I'll pot back on whenever I repot it because I do want to get this on a moss pole. So I will see you soon. Hello everybody, it has been a while. I actually don't even remember when I got this plant. Sometime in the summer. I think it's been, I'd guess, around 2 months. I'll put the exact time on the screen, but I'm back because I wanted to give this plant a bit of a chance to settle in, and I was just curious to see kind of how it does for a little while before I wrap this video up. And we're actually going to be repotting it and putting it on a pole today. So this is what my philodendron Red Anderson is looking like. The lighting is not, it does have beneficial mites on it right now, but I'm just going to take them off for the duration of this video. Maybe we'll be able to see better from here, but it's actually doing amazingly. I'm so happy with how this is growing and with how it's looking, because one of my initial concerns with this plant, and like I said, it's only been a couple of months, so I can't speak to the long-term growth of this plant, but I haven't had any browning of the new leaves that have come out in my care, and there's been quite a few of them. I think there's like 4 new leaves that I've gotten, and they all look beautiful. They have stunning variegation. It really is just such a gorgeous specimen. This is my favorite leaf. Like, look at that. Are you kidding me? That is so pretty. I love the pink on it and the different shades of green, like that minty patch and everything. It's just gorgeous. This leaf has a lot of white on it, and this is the newest leaf that's actually still like dark, so it hasn't completely hardened off. I find that they come out quite dark and then they kind of settle into various shades of lighter green and the pink and the white and everything. When I got the plant, there was some browning, and I've trimmed off some of those spots, but as you can see, the new leaves don't have any browning at all. They look just great. So I'm really happy with my purchase and just how my experience is going so far with it. So like I said, I'm hopping back on here to do the repot today, and I'm actually so excited to pot this up because I was originally just gonna pop this plant into a clear pot, which, you know, functional, but not the most exciting option, especially because I don't have a cover pot currently that would work for this and that would suit this plant. So I could pot it into here and then kind of wait until I find a cover pot that suits. But then I saw this ceramic pot downstairs and I was like, this plant would look so good in this pot. So this is the pot that I think is just going to suit this guy perfectly. It's gonna bring out those little pops of pink so much, and it's just like, I feel like it's meant to be. This was originally just a cover pot, and I was looking for a plastic pot that could go inside of it, but I didn't have anything that was a perfect match, and I really wanted to use this pot, so I decided to go ahead and drill a drainage hole into this. I'm ridiculously excited about this because I feel like I've just unlocked like a new level when it comes to plant pots, so I'm so excited that it worked, and I can now just use this as a regular pot. I can plant right into here, which is amazing. I'd never done it before, but I recently ordered diamond drill bits just off of Amazon because I've seen that that's what other people use, and that's just supposed to work for ceramic and terracotta. So decided to give it a go, and it worked. It did take off like a little bit of a chunk. I'm so excited because now I can just plant right into here. It's going to allow us to utilize the full capacity of the pot, which is amazing. So I'm going to be putting the plant along with a moss pole in here, and I think I'm gonna go for my tree fern fiber mix because I've had a lot of luck with my plants in that so far. They seem to really like it. Ceramic is also going to help retain a little bit more moisture, so I can get away with something more fibrous like the tree fern fiber mix. So yeah, I'm just gonna go gather up my supplies, and then we are going to get started with the repot and getting it set up on the moss pole and everything. Okay, I think I've got everything that I'll need, so I'll just set up my potting mat. And I also wanted to tell you a little bit more about the conditions that I've been growing this plant in for anyone who's curious. I've had it in front of my south-facing window, so it's been getting a ton of light, and I haven't noticed any burning, or I haven't noticed the leaves getting bleached or anything like that. Like, it really seems to appreciate a lot of light, even direct sun during the day. I don't know if I'll continue to grow it in that spot, but that's what I've been doing so far. Do I know if that's what's best for it? No, but that is just all I can speak of at this point, and it's done well. I guess I'll start off with getting our pole ready. As for its speed of growth, I would say it grows at a medium speed. Like there's not much time in between new leaves. Once a new leaf starts hardening off, then it will usually start working on the next one. You can see right now, it's actually just starting to push out a new leaf there. So it grows at a fair rate. It's not inside a cabinet or anything. I just have it in ambient humidity, which is between 50 and 60%, or that's what it has been over the past few months here. I haven't fertilized it a ton. I thought I put Osmocote in it, but I was just looking and I don't see any, so I don't know if I ever did. So it really hasn't been getting a lot of food, so maybe once I start fertilizing it more, it will, you know, start to give me bigger leaves and maybe grow a little bit faster. But it's had liquid fertilizer probably like once or twice at least, so it hasn't had no food, I don't think. But I definitely for some reason thought that I had put Osmocote in there. Maybe I did and I just can't see it, it's sunk down or something, but I guess I'll find out once I take it out of the pot. Okay, so my pole is all folded up. It's ready for moss, and I have my nice full bin of moss since I did my monthly reset. If you saw that video, feels really good to just have things ready to go. And what else regarding the care of that plant? Really not much. Like, I've just been treating it like the rest of my philodendrons. I water when dry. It's probably dried out too much a couple of times, because that's just what happens to all of my plants because I'm an underwaterer. But I haven't really noticed I haven't noticed it being finicky or anything. I really like this philodendron because I feel like it's the best of both worlds. Like there's, you know, like the white knight, white wizard, kind of like white variegated philodendrons, and then there's the pink princess and like the pink variegated philodendrons. But with this one, you get both. You get white, you get different shades of green, you get pink. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to grow this plant out, and I don't have a lot of variegated philodendron like that, so I think it's gonna be a really fun one for me, especially once the leaves start to size up and stuff. I think it's gonna be really, really beautiful. And I'm sure it's a plant that prices are just gonna continue to come down on. So if you want one and you're willing to hold off, I mean, they are like already have come down a ton, but I'm sure that they're just gonna continue to come down because that's just what's going on with plant prices these days. Okay, I'm gonna buckle this up. Okay, our moss pole is all ready. This is a Rousseau pole. They're wider than the other ones that I've tried out, so they provide a lot of stability, which is exactly what I want for this plant because I'm thinking ahead for when the leaves size up. I want to be able to add multiple extensions onto here, and yeah, I'm just anticipating this plant to be climbing for as long as possible and to be maturing a bit. So yeah, that's why I went with this one. Okay, I'm gonna fill up the bottom of the bowl with a bit of my potting mix. Okay, and then I'm going to put the pot over and then flip. Now I can fill up the pot with some potting mix. messy as heck. Okay, so now we're ready to stick the plant in. I'm really curious to see the roots. I can see some of them on the outside, so I know that they're healthy. They're like bright pink, if you can see that one right there. So I'm just gonna gently pull it out. Oh. Okay, yeah, the roots look super healthy. There's actually not a ton of them, but they're like fuzzy and pink and healthy looking, if you can see that. So I'm happy with that. I think I am gonna break this up just a little bit. I usually don't try to mess with the root ball, but to have this fit into the pot nicely, I am going to just gently. Okay, so I'm not gonna entirely take all of the mix off of the root ball. I'm just gonna do it like that and stick it in here. Oh my gosh, this is gonna look so good. I'm just so glad that I'm using this pot. I love it already. Okay, gonna stick some of this in, or should I reuse? I feel like I can reuse some of this. Nothing wrong with it. And yeah, no, I don't think I put any Osmocote in this plant, so sorry that you weren't getting a lot of fertilizer over the summertime. I have started using my liquid fertilizer again, so it will be getting fertilized, or it has been, I guess, like the past couple of waterings. But over the summer, I wasn't really using my liquid fertilizer because it was just so busy and I couldn't keep up with watering because it was so hot in here. And then we can get it secured onto the pole. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. I'm so happy with this. I cannot wait to see it start root into the moss. I'm gonna be checking and I'll get so excited once I see the aerial roots grow into there. Anyways, I want to try to secure it onto this pole a little bit. So I think I'm just gonna undo one of these straps. These poles have these are all individual kind of buckles. So I'm just gonna undo one that I think is in a good spot to go around the stem. This one. Okay, try to be gentle, but I just want to secure it on here. There we go. This is just like nothing. Like I can just take this off. There we go. Okay, so now it's strapped into there. As you can see, just the stem. I like to avoid strapping any petioles in. So I try to find a spot that is just going to be strapping in the stem like that. So this is going to ensure that the aerial roots are close to the moss, like the nodes are up pressed against the moss to encourage them rooting into here. And it also makes it so that I don't have to use any green tape or anything. Like it's a really sleek look. So yeah, I am loving this. This is another look at the final result. I'm impressed with myself, like I must say, because I feel like I don't always have the most aesthetically pleasing setups, but this, I feel like I've really outdone myself this time. Like so beautiful. I would love to hear your thoughts below on this plant, or if you have one. Yeah, I always love hearing from you guys and hearing your thoughts. But look at that, how gorgeous. I do have to put the mite packets back on unfortunately. I mean, it's fortunate because they really save my butt and help me out when it comes to pests, but it's unfortunate because it's obviously not the most aesthetic thing. I have mites for thrips and mites for spider mites on there because I'm not messing around. So I guess that's the official final look, but yeah, that's okay. I don't know if I'll keep using mites throughout the winter. I think I might go back to my showering method once my like fall like pest extravaganza is done with. I don't know, we'll see. For now, they're literally saving my plants, so I'm okay with having the packets on all of them. All right, I guess that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, leave me a comment down below. Also, make sure you like this video if you liked it. Don't forget to check the description box for all of my socials and all of the products that I use. There's a lot of good stuff down there. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Try